In this video right here, my friends, I'm going to show you how you can change the color of anything that you want within Lightroom. For instance, let's say that we want to change this dress here to any other color that we want. For instance, blue, easy. Green, also easy. Basically, you can change it to any color that you want. Yo, Karla Frétta. My name is Arnold, I'm a photographer and a video creator from Iceland. So let's get the glasses so I can see a little bit, and basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to first show you like the basic mechanisms of this, like basically so you get that like overview of what this is, and then I'm going to like make this with you guys and show you all the little, you know, tips and tricks to make this absolutely perfect. We're doing this hand in hand. I'm here with you. There's no need to stress out. I know this might be intimidating, but it is not. Once again, welcome to Lightroom. So this is a photo we're going to work with, and we're going to change the color of this dress here to any color that we want. First, as I said, I'm going to show you just the basics of it, and then a little, you know, tips and tricks on how you can do this even better, okay? So basically, you're creating a mask around this, and then you can change the hue of it. It's so simple. And if you go here to the masks, you can see I use a lot of masks. And by the way, just show it before and after. You can see just using a few masks, you can really change the photo you're working with. I love masks so much. But this mask here is just a dress. So if you press O on the keyboard, you can now see that I have the mask just around the dress. So once you've established a subject that you want to change the color to, you masked it and like any way that you want, then all you really have to do is to go down here in the hue. You can see it here. We can drag it up so you can see here's the hue, and with the mask selected, you can now change the hue to any color that you want. Like, isn't this magic? Like, this wasn't possible in Lightroom, like I think not so long ago. Like usually we had to jump into Photoshop, but now we can like pinpoint specific places within photos, and by just like brushing them up, you can now change the color on just those places, which I think is beautiful and fantastic. And it's so simple. You create a mask and then you just change the hue just like so. If you double tap, you go reset where you want. Now, a few tips on creating the masks are these. So I start by deleting the mask and recreating it so you can get a little insight into my brain. There is not a lot happening in this brain, you know. Click the plus sign here and we get the brush tool, okay? Press the brush tool just like so. And then what I have on the brush tool is, if you scroll up here, I like to have auto mask on. Basically what this is that Lightroom helps you make the mask perfectly, so you're not always going out of line. For instance, let me show you. If you zoom in here and I have the auto mask on and we create the mask around here, we're going to create it here. You can see if I obviously go a little bit out, you saw that there, went a little bit out here on her neck, but Lightroom knows that this is the main mask. So it didn't like put it out here. You understand? If you take it off, so now we don't have the auto mask on, and now you can see that it becomes a mess, you know, and we go out of lines. Press Ctrl Z and, you know, we do undo. It's on all programs, you know. Ctrl Z. I love that. Sometimes I wish that was in real life too, you know. But here we do auto mask again, and you can see that it helps us keep in line here. Now it's not perfect, but it does a very good job. So basically what I do now, once I've established what I want to change, I just go through it here. Here you can see that it went a little bit out, not totally here, but I just go through it and create the mask. And yeah, if this happens like this, then you just have to delete that. In my opinion, the best way to do that is to hold in Alt on your keyboard or Option if you are a Mac user. And then also I would recommend that you have auto mask on here. This makes up the erase tool, and then you can just erase this. And when you have the auto mask on the erase tool as well, then you don't have to be totally precise. You see, you can just take it off here, and now it's not totally taking it off on the mask. If it did that there, then you can always just pop it on right away. So very, very, very simple. Now all you have to do is just to go through the mask. I would do this like as good as you possibly can. I think like a good tip also is to watch out for the ends, because let me just show you. I'll finish the mask and then I'll show you a little bit when I do it roughly what can happen if you don't do it totally perfectly, okay? Okay, so for the sake of the tutorial, let's have this one like this. This was obviously not like perfect, like this mask I showed in the beginning. I spent a lot of time just doing it perfectly, but let's say that we like that one. And by the way, if you press O, then you get, you know, these red lines to show you where you painted the mask. So press O so you don't see it, and now we go down to the hue here. I want to change it. Now let's change it to a color like here. And now you can see, because we didn't do this like totally perfectly, Then if we zoom in again, you can see that the end lines here, they don't have the mask all the way on. Or what often happens is that they go a little bit out of line. So what I usually like to do is to like roughly create the mask, then just change it to a like weird color like this, especially because red is a little bit like skin tone. So if you press O, you can see that it can like sometimes go in the skin and you don't maybe totally notice it. So what I do now, with it in this blue color, I usually, you know, just go back here and I finish the lines, do them as nicely as I possibly can. Something like this here. Like this is perfect. This is like a body of art. And on places like this one, here I would do this one like this. Awesome. This one like this. And here we are out of line. What to do then? We held in Alt with auto mask on and basically just go like this. And then like this is a little bit tedious job, but basically how many times have I said basically now? Enough for, you know, an entire lifetime, I think. But basically, once more time, I just do it like this, and I go back and forth, go through all the ends, see if I can, you know, make this a little bit more perfect. And in the end, I just, you know, change it. And when you are happy with your mask, you think like, this is a masterpiece, I've spent a long time doing this and now I'm extremely happy, then it's just, you know, going to the hue and change it however it is that you want. Now, cool other things to keep in mind too is this: you can also change other things with this mask. If you want to change, you know, the whiteness of it, you want to make it pop more, you want to change the clarity, you want to make the subject pop a little bit more, just the place that you did. You can also use the saturation. I actually did that with this mask, so you want to make it more colorful. And then just, yeah, it's very straightforward, but I just wanted to, you know, let you in on it too. This is not really a secret, but you understand what I'm trying to say here. Anyways, this is basically it. You create a mask. I like to have auto mask on, and then I just try to do it as good as I possibly can. I go to the hue, change it to the color I like, and then I make sure to check the ends of my mask, because those are usually, you know, where the mask meets where the mask stops. You understand what I'm saying? I check those and try to do the best job that I possibly can and making it as good as I possibly can. Anyways, my friends, there's no need to make this any longer. If you could smack that like button for me, it really helps me out. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to ask in the comments down below. Again, smack that like button for me because it helps me out, and you know, it gives you luck. And yeah, we all need luck. It's late here. It's late. I'm going to sleep now. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace. In this video right here, I'm gonna show you how you can change the color of anything that you want with. In this video right here, for instance, let's say that you want to change the color of this breast. That was not what I was gonna say.